Hello, Mr. President. Hello, my son. Why don't you like Israel? It's not that I don't like them, it's that I like Hamas better. What? Just kidding. You're not a liberal, are you? No. Then, just kidding. Well, okay, since you're kidding. Right, LOL. Why do you seem to always be siding against such an important ally like Israel? Because they attack with bombs while the Palestinians attack with rocks. Don't you mean rockets? Potato. Actually, it's a very important distinction. Still, I'm tired of Israel bombing the crap out of them. Does it concern you at all that Israel is responding to attacks leveled against them first? Well, if the Jews weren't there in the first place, there wouldn't be any attacks for them to respond to. Am I right? Or what? How can I argue with such ironclad logic? Of course, I know the Jews won't leave. They've been in that land for a long time now. So I guess we have to get them to get along with Hamas. Why should Israel trust Hamas when they say in their charter that they want to see Israel destroyed? I don't think they mean it. You don't? No, in politics you cannot always take what anyone says at face value. You don't say. You have to read between the lines sometimes. Oh really? And what have you read between Hamas's lines? That the Holy Quran actually calls for peace. Therefore Islam wants peace with Israel. Don't actions speak louder than words? Oh no, you're not about to get all racist on me, are you? So don't all of the suicide bombings and rocket attacks, and hijacking planes, and the building of a mosque near Ground Zero speak louder than the peace espoused by your Holy Quran? It's not my Holy Quran, it's theirs. I'm obviously Christian. Since it is God's nation, people who are obviously Christian would be more interested in Israel's well-being. One would think so. I sense a but coming. But the Jews have all of the banks, and Hollywood. Do they really need Israel too? Oh brother. If Jews want to stay in the Middle East, I think they have to accept the borders they had in 1967. Seriously, why do they need such a small patch of land in the middle of the Arab world anyway? Because God gave them that land, which is something any Christian would and should understand. Spare me your theocratic fantasy talk. The United States is and always was a secular nation. Christians should set aside their faith when submitting to or rather, the ideals of our government, generally speaking. Of course. No, a secular nation is just what your side has always wanted to turn this country into, and you're just projecting those desires onto your view of our history. The bottom line is Israel's 1967 borders were taken advantage of by the Arab world to attack them back then. What makes you think they can be defended now? I already told you. The Holy Quran states that Islam wants to bring peace to the world. Sorry, sometimes my mouth moves faster than my teleprompter. Don't look at me like that. What, do you actually think we should give greater consideration to our God, over the God of the Palestinians? What an open-minded, thoughtful, obviously Christian response. You forgot to mention how progressive it is. Actually, no. I didn't.